Aquaman number 37, Dan Abnett writing, Riccardo Federici on the art. In fact, the first thing I want to say about this, because obviously, you know, they got to Wrath at the end of the last issue. Oh shit, he's a giant monster, so we kind of kick off there. And, you know, obviously we love Cedric on the book, and Federici's been doing a top job of kind of keeping the sort of style that he established, but I was reading this issue and I was like, you know what, I really like his art. He's doing a really good job with this Wrath monster stuff, and
I felt a little overly scratchy at times. I mean, look at that first page, all the cross hatching on Aquaman especially. That was very I don't know. I'm a bit sick of cross hatching after New 52.
Yeah, that's
all right,
fair.
okay, that's fair enough. But
it is pretty good in general. But that did stand out to me that it seems worse than usual in this issue, or at least I noticed it more.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of cross-section there. I'm talking more about I like the monsters. I think the colouring, especially all these purples and reds. He rips off Orm's arm, or Murk's arm rather, not Orm.
Murk.
Yeah, Murk.
Yeah. No, I think the colouring has been fantastic, giving it this really muted palette.
Yeah, it's really. I love the mix of colours and bringing in these purples and reds and stuff to mix things up.
And then when you get to the ghosts, they just glow and they stand out so much against the really muted palette.
It's really pretty. I think it's working so well for the book. It's really adding a lot to it. And obviously the ghosts, what are they called? The elders. They don't want to interfere. They're like, no, because we're bound to whoever's king. We can't interfere. But by the end of the issue, it's like, oh no, Wrath is actually, because he's accepted the darkness, the dark energy.
He's not actually king, so
we can help.
Good enough.
Because
also, like, go ahead.
No, you go, Matt.
Oh no, I like the Abysmal Dark has become almost a character. Like
that's actually just what I was going to say. Is
okay.
It starts talking to him, and it's actually no. You want to build a new Atlantis. The foundation's corrupt. You have to destroy it all first, and that's kind of it sets up Wrath for.
And I like that it's been this force that's been against Atlantis from the beginning, and that's why they locked it away. And again, it's Abnett playing with the mythology, and I never thought like we would get like he talked about picking up the John stuff with the seven, what was it, the Seven Seas, Kingdom of the Seven Seas or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is leading right to that. Awesome.
So we have one of my favorite pages actually is when they're talking to the elders and they hear something coming behind them, and King's just like, Dolphin, cast some light, and it's just her like beams of light, and you just see what's his cadaver, who's like really mutated at this point, coming towards them. It's just a great looking page. I love it.
Yeah. One of the small touches I've noticed lately with this book that I do like is whenever they're talking, you get the little bubbles come out of their mouth.
Yeah.
And it's really consistent in doing that, and I'm quite a fan.
That's a nice touch. Like I say, all the purples is Wrath accepting the darkness. He's like, yes, I will destroy Atlantis. Blah blah blah. It's in the whole thing. And there's this debate because obviously Arthur, instead of staying to try and fight Wrath more, he brings Murk to safety. He brings him back. And he gets criticised. He's a soldier. He'd understand sacrifice, to fight the bad guys. Like, no, but he's more powerful than we were expecting. I was expecting to fight Wrath, not monster Wrath.
Yeah.
So we have the actually again. Speaking of the art, I think some of the close-ups when he's talking to the Widowhood member, like that's some just really good face panels. I thought.
Yeah.
I was into it.
No, it looks good. Even the it's got 5 panels and they're all stacked.
Yeah.
It's very cinematic that way. Like even like there's a line of action and everything.
Yeah, the ratio is very cinema ratio. Those panels going down the page.
I like it.
Yeah, back and forth. It's nice. And that's when Cadaver's head get cut off. The elders realised they could intervene and slaughtered it. And King Shark's basically turned on, but he's like, yeah, you should have seen it. It was great. Oh, they massacred him. It was great. Violence.
When we talk about secondary books, I would love not Aquaman, but I'm trying to think of something like the World of Atlantis, where we get like Dolphin and King Shark and
I think like a Dolphin and Co book set down in the 9th Trade down in the slums of Atlantis would be a fun little book. Yeah,
a whole lot of fun. Like I like these. That's what I've come out of this the most is I like Aquaman supporting cast, and anytime you have a book that can do that, like Johns' Flash had done that back when he got back into comics. It really put them on the forefront, and I feel Abnett's doing the same here.
Yeah, I think surprisingly, this last chunk of Aquaman since the issue 20-ish, I'd say, is probably my favourite I've had reading Aquaman. And I love Johns's stuff, and I liked Parker's stuff after that, but I think this is probably my favourite.
Yeah, because it feels like it's its own section of the world.
Yeah,
it's not just Aquaman; it's all of Atlantis, and I felt like that Johns was always just focused on Arthur. And
I think that's the difference. It's not an Aquaman book; it's an Atlantis book.
Yeah, and I like that. Again, even that page when because Wrath shows up again to like fight Aquaman and stuff, and he pulls out the trident out of his chest. I love that panel. It's just 2/3 of a page when he pulls it out. And there's just this stream of red. The colours are just working so much for me. But yeah, so we end with he's coming to fight. Aquaman looks like he's getting beat, and we're
definitely Orm and Mera are showing up as the cavalry in next week's Mera. I'm calling it now. And then Zebul's going to have the heel turn.
I can see the end of next Mera ending with them coming towards Atlantis, maybe.
Yeah.
Or something like that,
Yeah. So I mean, and then Zebul will have its heel turn, and they'll decide to attack Atlantis, and then that gets everybody in Atlantis on the same side.
Yeah. So no, really digging Aquaman right now. So what would you rate Aquaman out of 10, Matt?
Oh, this is a 7.5. The art, the story, everything's great.
All right, Connor.
Yeah, 7.5. It's really solid.
We bumped to 10. Actually, I was really into this issue. Obviously, we had that one misstep with the Orm, or not the Orm. Sorry, I keep saying Orm instead of other characters. The Wrath flashback. That issue was like a weak ass.
Yeah, but that always felt like a filler.
Yeah.
No, it absolutely was. It was. Oh shit, we weren't ready for the next issue. Quick, do something else.
Yeah.